Hello Internet, James Allen from Out of 8. Today I'm playing naval real-time strategy game Victory at Sea. Game features 3 campaigns in different parts of the world during World War II. My surname is Name. No, I'll just pick Name. Haha. And you pick a side. Pick a little captain portrait. And there you go. Yep, I know. Always starts with a tutorial. What you do is you ram enemy aircraft in order to initiate a battle, and there's actually a pretty large scale map that you'll get after the battle happens. And then you just kind of move ships around. You can produce new ships. There's your battle, for example. In addition to that, there are 6 historical scenarios, which gives you set amount of ships, specific ships on each side, and then you can fight those out. And there's also custom battles where it has a points limit that you can use to spend it on different types of boats, and that's what I'm going to do just to show off the game mechanics. Select the 400. Alright, so I'm going to play as the Germans. We'll go against those icky Americans. And you can actually randomize what you get, which is what I'll do just to make it a little bit more interesting. There's different types of boats. There's torpedo boats, destroyers, corvettes, subs, cruisers, battleships, carriers, and so on down the line. So we'll just start. Alright, so here's your tactical view here. What you do is you can order your ships around. You can either have the AI kind of control them and give them generic orders either to move freely and engage enemies, to defend their location, to move to a specific location, or to retreat from the battle. So here's my guys down here. I got 3 ships, 2 destroyers, and a battleship. You can also see a list of your ships up here that you can use to switch between. You can also do manual control, where you left click to turn and right click to shoot the enemies. So I think I'm going to kind of give these guys little generic move orders. So you just kind of click and that's where they'll go. So I'm going to have these guys go over here. So there you go, and then you can unpause it. And I'm going to zoom in on my battleship here. So here's your actual view. You can rotate the camera, and then basically you click to move. You have the number keys for your different weapons. You can also click down here to do it. You can see the blue outline for where you can shoot and what the range is. And then basically all you do is you right click, and it'll basically shoot where you clicked. So it's really kind of simplistic aiming. Compared to something like Battlefleet 2, which I recently reviewed, where you have to do kind of the angle and the power. Here you just kind of click and lead the ships a little bit, and then your shots will pretty much land where they go. There is location-specific damage, although usually what happens is once it goes below some threshold, almost everything on your ship fails, and then you die in the next couple shots. So, it could be a little bit more interesting in that sense. So we're going to accelerate time here, thankfully. Yep, getting some incoming. And he's almost dead. And they're way out of our range. Yeah, there's like no way. Alright. Let me just switch these guys. Unfortunately, the AI isn't great, which makes it... because you can't obviously control all of your ships manually all the time. So you're kind of at the mercy of the quality of the AI, and the AI isn't that great. It doesn't really do historical type strategies. You know, there's no crossing the T. There's very little formation movement. You know, ships just kind of go wherever they want to go. So almost all the battles just kind of devolve into this real big mess of ships kind of just going around and firing haphazardly at each other. The aiming is also very imprecise, because when you aim, you have to kind of keep your camera locked on where the boat is. I mean, you can zoom out a little bit, and then aim that way. We'll slow it down a little. Oh, yeah, they're way out of that range. So, you know, it's really tough to kind of land shots if you're far away. Let's see what you're doing here. How do you expect me to launch that? I shoot you. And then you can control their speed over here, and it shows you the health and all that stuff, so. This guy looks like he's having fun. Ooh, he sunk. Good job, AI guy. There's torpedoes. There's a little, you know, having to... This is gonna suck. Having to avoid these torpedoes. Got these little planes going around. Ah! Got me. Ship destroyed. That was a good shot. Alright, turn. Turn so I can get some torpedoes out. Torpedo! Torpedoes have a really long recharge time. Yeah, it just got me. So you see, it basically just destroys everything at once. So now all I got is my battleship. So fairly fast combat. This guy's almost dead. Get him. There we go. One down. Alright, see this guy over here. Yeah, I got him. It's got like an engine fire or something. Speed it up a little bit. Anti-air. Air stuff is pretty much automated. I think I can get them both there. Use both the stern and the bow guns. How are you not dead? Just need to get closer to this guy. Oh, it's got this cruiser taken out. Far away is this carrier? Way too far. Stupid airplanes. Anti-air is automatic. These planes are gonna kill me, though. Yeah. There we go. Game over. So yeah, that is victory at sea. The campaign mode's okay. It's a little kind of messy because there's a big giant map and you just ram ships to enter combat. So it isn't as deep as, you know, having some sort of grand strategy mode. Has 6 historical battles, which are not really balanced because they're historical, which provide a little bit of excitement. And then there is custom battles there where you can kind of choose your own ships. There's no multiplayer. Lots of different ship types, but the combat leaves a lot to be desired. You know, there is location-specific damage, but it doesn't really come into play until the ship is almost destroyed. I really don't like the way aiming is done. It's too imprecise. You know, you're basically just clicking on something that's really far in the distance, and it's really hard to kind of get an accurate way of, you know, getting at your enemy. I prefer the system in Battlefleet 2 a lot better, where you can. It's turn-based and you can kind of adjust your aim using other shots. The AI also leaves a lot to be desired. The ships just kind of messily go around the map and engage the closest enemy ship. They don't stay in realistic, effective formations, which makes using realistic formations against them kind of a bad option. So, you know, it's a game that has a lot of potential in several areas and then just doesn't deliver in the end. So that's all I have for today. Until next time, bye now.